Hello, everybody. Welcome to RCA Food Reviews. That's RCA Food Reviews, Rural Capital Area Food Reviews. That's what RCA stands for. Um, and that's for the food that we eat here in the rural capital area in Texas. But enough talk about that. This isn't a geography lesson. This is a freaking food review. And we're here to review Whataburger's classic cheese burger. It's just the classic number one. Um, I was gonna review the number two, the double meat, but I already ate it. I was starving pretty bad, and yeah, I tend to not eat sometimes. I'll go hours or really long hours without eating, and I don't know why I do that to myself, but sometimes I wait until I'm starving to death. We went to HEB and we got groceries. And then we went to Whataburger and got some food. And by the time I got home, I was starving to death. I pretty much stuffed everything inside the refrigerator and just had my son put the rest of the stuff up. And then we just ate. And he's letting me borrow his burger because he already ate a pot pie because I called him and asked him if he wanted a burger uh, while he already made something. So here we are, anyways. And let's get into this food review. So it's kind of a random video, but want to do it because I want to start doing food reviews more and seeing what people like. It's not always rocket science. Sometimes you just got to review what you got. Yeah, I messed up and I waited till I was starving. And you don't do food reviews while you're starving to death because then you give everything a freaking 10. And I didn't want to do that. So, clean off the palate. Now let's explain what's inside here. So here's the classic burger. Um, I mean, to me, it usually looks like what it does on the pictures. I kind of feel like Whataburger doesn't false advertise as much as some of these other places. The picture, I mean, everybody knows that their burgers are usually kind of flat. Uh, some people kind of, some people kind of flatten them themselves. Like what I used to do when I was in school is I would always push down on the burgers to kind of just get rid of that fluffiness in the bun. And it seems like they hooked me up with a piece of iceberg lettuce. So, huh. Let's put that right there. I don't really know where it came from, I guess. Here's the inside of the burger. You see it's, beautifully made. It doesn't have a lot of lettuce, which I'm really glad because I hate iceberg lettuce. That stuff is garbage. And it's got the tomatoes. It's got the pickles and the onions. Don't worry, Des. I washed my hands. And I didn't change any babies or anything.
I know that.
So it's got the beef on here as well and the cheese. And it's a pretty good sized patty. Um, like I said, they didn't over exaggerate in the pictures. I feel like what they advertise is what you get in a way. Um, and the cheese is pretty melted on there. It looks really good. And I like the way they do their buns. It's kind of like a buttered, toasted. I think they put the buns maybe on the fryer too. But let me go ahead and eat on this because that fly is really trying to get to it. So here we go. It's really good. If you like cheese, This is a good burger to get. It doesn't have any double cheese. It's only got one slice of cheese. It's a pretty thick slice too. It's about half the thickness of the meat patty, but uh, I mean, it kind of has a similar taste to a grilled cheese sandwich. But it's also got the beef and the vegetables in there, which, of course, turn it into a burger. Um, but I mean, it's really good, and haven't really gotten into the tomatoes part, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it again because I really only bit meat and cheese and bread. It's probably why it tastes kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich. So let me get this side right here because it's got a little bit of everything. I don't want to eat all of my son's burgers. No, 'cause you gotta eat too, and I don't want to cook later. Okay, it's really good. It does. The vegetables help clean up the taste a bit, so it's not so how could I say, just meat and cheese. So the vegetables and the onions and the pickles really help clean it up a bit. Um, really clears up the texture. It also helps get rid of all the grease in your mouth, I feel like. But I mean, this is great. I would definitely buy this again. And yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know what else to say. This is kind of a biased review because I really do like Whataburger. They have been kind of a hit and miss kind of place, though they seem to do good sometimes, and then sometimes they don't do good. It's kind of hard for me to know when, but I think I figured it out how to know when I can get a good or a bad burger. And I think it's when you have to go when they're busy. You have to go when burgers are pretty much flying off the fryer and just being, thrown out the door. Because if you go when they're slow, I don't know what it is, but sometimes I feel like my burger is cold. The cheese isn't melted. Maybe the cooks don't even have the motivation to really, move quick, or I have no idea really. But I notice that when I go to Whataburger and it's busy during the morning or the lunch or the dinner hours, um, I feel like they're really good. But that'll be all for this food review. If you're wondering what I was drinking, it was a strawberry Fanta, and I would have to give this, before I forget, this burger would have to give it a 9.5 out of 10. But, and the reason I gave it less than a point 0.5 was probably because I couldn't really taste the meat in this one. I don't know. I guess you might have to get the double to really taste the meat, but this one, for some reason, I couldn't taste the meat as much as I normally would. But I mean, who knows? Maybe it was my fault for eating the double meat first. But definitely will learn for next time. And that'll be all for this food review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment what you think about Whataburger. I haven't seen a lot of people do reviews, at least the people that I watch, on Whataburger. Very rarely I'll see it. But yeah, this was just kind of a random food review. Nothing really, I guess, nothing really detailed right now. But I'm definitely looking at making it more detailed. And I will catch y'all later. Bye.